Well, hello there, guys. Agrippa Maxentius, and today I'm going to be playing my first Broken Arrow multiplayer game. I can't wait to see how it goes. We played the game initially when it was in early access, and I absolutely loved it. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's jump right in. So as you can see, the battle starts in a few seconds here, but it's actually showing us the points we need to fight over. We are playing as the Russians. I'm using just a default deck. Again, it's my first multiplayer match in the game, and of course facing NATO forces here. Let's skip forward. All right, so pretty standard deployment phase screen. We even have drones. Like, how awesome is that? But I think I'm going to bring a BRM in here, drop him right there. I want to bring some infantry for sure. And of course, I want them to have something to take tanks out with and a vehicle. So Typhoon, let's get 2. Let's get some standard vehicles as well, maybe a tank. Armata. And another tank, a T-90. Okay, we're ready to go. Got our allies over here with some choppers. Tengu. Let's go, guys. All right, everybody is pushing forward here. As you can see, they have to, of course, insert into the battlefield, but they are on the way. Enemy air units coming in to strike. Not sure I like that. Hopefully they will avoid us. And look at that. One of our allies is already actually attacking that unit. Nice hit. Looks like he used some flares there to avoid the strike. And that H location, man, looks awfully good. I think I'm going to go straight forward. Straight for it. Fast move up here. I really think the airport is going to be extremely important, too. I'm sure the enemy thinks the same thing. But then again, getting in some of these buildings would be a good defense, so I'm heading this way. Let's go ahead and get additional infantry units. I want that other coronet. And let's also, while we're at it, oh, we can bring in air units, guys. Spetsnaz air units with grenade launchers. Okay, we'll avoid the grenade launchers. Let's just bring in the air units. That's awesome. And I want them to unload in this location, like right here. So we're going to go right over there to start capturing that area. Bring in another Drozd. Okay, so this one is a new tank. I'm not too familiar with this one. I kind of want to go to that crossroads with our armor. So let's do that. We're going to go straight to the crossroads area here. Captured that area. Let's bring our Typhoon, and look at that. The enemy is already scouting that building out, man. Here we go. All right, I do want to bring in those Spetsnaz. I wonder if they can land here. We're going to get our infantry, and we're going to dismount them in this building right here, quite close to the enemy. And let's bring this BRM over here. So hopefully they'll take that road. If not, we may need to mount a bit of an attack here with the tanks. Let's bring the Typhoon over. This tank is in a really good spot. Yeah, that guy's going to take a while to get here. Okay, it's going to take a while for us to get the armor. And actually, this Mi-24 does have some rockets on it, if I'm not mistaken. He can probably do some damage to the enemy. Alligator. Now that's a definite attack helicopter. I'm going to bring it in. Bring in some more infantry. This time we'll bring in some Motostrelski. Ooh, if we can't bring them in with a vehicle, we should just wait. Motostrelski and a KAMAZ. It'll have to do. Okay, enemy vehicle. Oh, okay, our first kill, man. And it was actually the infantry in the building that got it right there, the cornet. That is badass, man. Let's bring in the VDV. Right over here, same location. And our alligator is arriving. We've also got our tanks there. Man, I really want to make the push. Gonna bring the Drozd here. All right, more infantry. This is why we need more infantry support in those buildings. I love the contact, man. Enemy is shocked. Oh, destroyed. Okay, not bad. Let's see what other vehicles we can get. Like, yeah, T-90s aren't the best, but it'll be good for a push, I think. I feel like we should send the Motostrelski in on foot. Same with maybe our Cornet and Spetsnaz teams. We're going to start setting them up, guys. Start preparing them for that push. We'll put this Cornet team in that building. And again, I would move that tank, but I love the placement. He's hitting everything he sees. We'll unload this Motostrelski unit right there. And he'll also move through the trees. And we're going to send those infantry units and a couple tanks to try and take this location. Do I hear some artillery? Oh, man, a hell of a fight going on here. Oh, yeah. Why is this tank over here? All right, again with the Motostrelski, sending them through. We can actually use the Typhoons as sort of attack vehicles, maybe bait for the enemy. You know what? That's it. That's the thing. We need some recon. Can we send the drone just like out here? And maybe a Mikhailich helicopter. We're bringing in a lot of air units. But I want to kind of overwhelm them if we can, if that's an option. Let's go. Hurrah! We'll bring our other Cornet forward too. So far, nothing. Man, if we can get these guys into these buildings, that would be great. So far, I don't see anything. Oh, I'm spotting them now. Stingers. Infantry and Stingers in that building. Yep, enemy in this building too. Hope the Spetsnaz can clean up house, man. All right, bringing in the Mi-24 and the 2 choppers. Here we go. Look at that, man. Fighting for each building. That is awesome. There we go. We're going to light them up. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Sending the Cornet team in. Oh, and they are bombarding us with artillery, man. We're going to push forward. I'm going to try to get into that building right there. And I'm going to start bringing in additional infantry as soon as possible. Holy hell, anti-air. Crazy anti-air, but we're still holding on. That tank is looking rough, man. Pretty worse for wear. I want to make sure to keep the Cornet in that building, and let's get the Motostrelski in that building. I think we're actually grabbing some territory, man. Hey. Still got some tanks, too. Some T-90s. Get them over here, see if we can't spot the enemy at range. We'll do the same with this Cornet unit. It's ours, guys. We've taken one location. Really liking the start here, and our allies are pretty well set up here, too. They've got their own little Motostrelski unit. Kind of want to bring in some more Métis. And make the push for the airfield. The good old fight for the airfield. Where's that recon vehicle? And we still got plenty of vehicles back here, kind of waiting their turn, including a Motostrelski vehicle. And enemy tanks are pushing towards our location. So one thing I could do is just really fill up this area with defenses. Let's see if that works. But they're definitely coming for us. And actually, I'm going to send the T-90 up right there. Might even not be a bad idea to put that unit in the building here as further defense. But there we go. Enemy tanks showing up. And it's actually our helicopters that are striking. So far, they're shocked. And they're popping smoke. How awesome is that, man? So popping smoke to, of course, hide their location. Ooh. And again, I'm going to put the Skrzhet unit right here in one of these air bunkers. They are bombarding us with artillery like crazy. All right. Hopefully we can get the alligator over there. Get some shots off. Send the T-90s as well as some of our infantry units. We're going for it. Bring another Drozd over here, and actually their choppers are getting in on this action. We got a Kiowa warrior, man. I'm gonna go after it with the alligator. Oh! No, they are well set up, it looks like. And that was my concern, that the airfield is just too defensive a location. If we could get into those buildings with our units, we could do a lot of damage here. And look at that. They're pushing through, man, over here. Holy hell. Yeah, maybe we head back with our Motostrelski so we can actually take this Skrzhet unit and immediately deploy him right here. Fortunately, the tank is destroyed, but hopefully we can get the infantry units back and fight for this area. Skrejet. It's got its own machine gun on it. And actually, we can get some coordinates in here, back at the original building, and should be able to get a pretty good shot. Oh, damn, the smoke forced us out. It's not intentional there. The smoke forced us out, man. Get the Métis in there. Enemy tank right there, Thunderbolt, man. And we got one, should be able to get another. Boom. Okay, well, at least we defended that area so far. Our Spetsnaz units are taking some losses, though. Goes to show you just how quickly that can happen. And what if we bring in the IL-2? What in the world? Okay, hopefully they just get para-dropped in. Here we go. NATO making a push. Got one. Of course, they got one of their units back there. I don't like that. I'm going to try to switch locations here. Got another. And I think they were just trying to scout there to see what we had. Very sneaky, but probably very effective. Here we go. Oh! Is it para-dropped? Okay, I guess it is. Did they make it out, man? Because the plane sure as hell didn't. Holy hell. Oh my gosh. How awesome is that, though? And the building, man, got toasted there. Hope no one was living in there. Be an unfortunate way to go. All right, I'm going to send the Skrejet and this new team. Trying to take that building right there. Really want to dominate this airfield. Same with the tank. And so far, NATO seems to be winning. We have to make a push if we want to win, or maybe even send some support here to our allies. And I think I'm going to send that support with a Mikhailich helicopter. Let's do it. Comrades must stand together. I do feel like making a concerted push for that airfield, but man, it's dangerous. Ooh. All right, no, we're gonna go for this chopper. Oh, man, he's using that flare. Pop our flares too. We got him. Unfortunately, we lost our guy as well. Helicopter for helicopter, I believe, right there. And what about vehicles? We could bring in another Drojd, which I think is a good idea. And it does look like our allies trying to push here, man. I'm really tempted to assist. Let's go. You know what? We're going to move up the tree line. I can't believe I didn't think of this before. That way we can make a direct push. I'd like to bring in some Motorstrelski to defend this area too, to be honest with you, but I'm not sure we can afford them. Yep, we're gonna have to wait a bit. I hope I didn't just bring in some Motostrelski in the middle of the airfield. Now we really got to win this. And I'm doing this just so I can get a direct strike across. See if I could do something like this, like right at the edge of the tree line. Oh, enemy! Enemy weapon squad. I think they were a little surprised that we swung through here, but now, of course, they're going to throw their full might at us. Oh, man, there's a lot of weapon squads there. Come on, infantry. It says we wiped them out, but I can't feel like... I feel like we didn't. I feel like we have a lot more we have to do here. I'm just going to send the infantry through just to make sure. Man, I love the fact that this tank is here, but I'm starting to feel like he's not doing much. Well, look at that. Untouched on that vehicle at A. Let's go while we can. Let's go while we can, man. Yeah, enemy ATGM's right there. And yep, sure enough, there are those weapon squads. What did I tell you? So I'm gonna have to keep a few guys back. Here we go. Just trying to get the Motostrelski into that building. We've got the Drozd here. And exchanging fire with the enemy troops across the way here. Love that cover. Look at that. But we've got enemy helicopters that are going to cause a problem. Yep, they already took out our tank. And sure enough, look at that, man. How crazy is that? Enemy tanks just popping out of nowhere. Yeah, that is not what we wanted. Just gonna keep one of our tanks here. The Drozd. Looks like our ally is pushing, though, still. Look at that. Sending infantry through. It's a good time to do it. Oh, man, already taking hits. Hopefully the Shkrezhet can get there without getting struck, although I doubt it. We got to get out of the line of sight. They completely obliterated our tank there. Got to go through the woods, partner. All right. Get even a little bit closer here. Don't mind. I'd like to bring on some more Métis, maybe in a Typhoon. And at this point, I think we just need to hold this zone. Chopper incoming. We actually can damage him if he gets close enough. Oh, but he is staying just out of range, man. Sneaky bastard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring in another Mikhailovich. And that is concerning. Look at that. Enemy tanks pushing through. Here we go. We are sending out some tow missiles. Looks like we may have gotten one, but I don't know how many others we can get before the shit hits the fan. And it looks like that's already happening. Get into the trees. Here we go. Oh, man. It'd be great to get the T-90 here. They're going to smoke. We're going to do the same. Need some more of those cornets. That's why we're bringing in the Typhoons. I'm popping those flares just as quickly as I can. We got the chopper, but obviously we instantly got auto-sniped there by the anti-air unit. Oh, yeah, that was rough. All right, come on, let's get this thing out. I'm gonna try to get it in that building right there. Cornet. Again, at this point, I just want to cause confusion to the enemy. And, of course, hold that one point that we're assigned to. Look at that. Our allies are getting on location, man. Oh! Did not get in time. It's going to go straight for the Motor Streltsky unit. But look at that. We've got our allies also waiting, and part of the unit's still alive. Nice. I'm sending them right into that building to reinforce. Look at that, man. Allies are pushing up. Oh, interesting. So we can send them back to base, I guess, to rearm? Is that... That would be very regiments-like. Okay, interesting. I think for now we can use them still. But that's cool to know. I feel like I want to help my ally here. Yeah. Let's send in an alligator. And I'll even try to send in some infantry support. Yeah, on foot's going to be no good, but in the Kamaz, if we could send them right up this road and provide some infantry support for our ally, I think that'll be helpful. I'm actually going to try to head over there with the Cornet. Look at that, man. Some sort of artillery there. There's the Gator. Lots of anti-air, unfortunately. All right, let's try to send this one back to base and see what happens. Because maybe we end up actually saving some points for ourselves. I'm going to get him into this building. Hello, comrade. Oh, man, that was instant. They did manage to get out, incredibly. Sending in some more infantry right there, of course. And we could bring in some air units. We haven't done much with the air units, I will say. Let's bring in an Antiev. Right over here in our allies' territory. There we go. Got some more of the Motostrelski pushing in. And I'm going to do the same with them and send them over here. You can see our ally is going to make a massive push with the T-80s. Look at that, man. That's so cool that we can spot that so we can sort of mirror it if we decide to. Looks like our guys spotted an APC trying to move in. That's not going to happen. And this is going to be phase 3. So I guess nobody won phase 2? Currently, the Soviets have 1 victory point. Or excuse me, the US has 1 victory point. I can't forget that we're playing as the Soviets. But yeah, look at that. So quite rough situation right there. Looks like the infantry are trying to deal with it. And I still want to push the Motostrelski too. I mean, I think our goal right now is to push on A. Sure, that's our allies' goal as well. And that's what I'd like to try to do. So we're going to dismount that unit right in that building. Hopefully it works. It's a little damaged. Yeah, no, did not work. What we can do, get them in there with our allies at least. Have some additional Motostrelski units. Not bad. And now, actually, we can push them through. Only one of them was lost there. And look at that. Enemies pushing in. They've got tanks for sure. Oh, man. They obliterated our infantry unit in that building. They're definitely prepared, man. These guys do have RPGs. We can bring him to Kamaz kind of in the rear here. You know what? I'm going to push the Motostrelski through again. Because we do have anti-tank weapons. Okay, enemies trying to push through here. That's a little scary. We may need to actually send this unit, the Metis, over here. Oh, man. They are striking it with arty. Actually, we're going right back into that building. You can actually see the damage to the roof. That's awesome. Because they'll think we're pushed out of the building, but we still hold sway here. Look at all those tanks on the way, man. Our tanks as well. Everybody is pushing for that location. What have we got here? There we go, man. It's almost like, you know what? So that actually does a gun run. How crazy is that? I'm calling it, man. Never tried the air units, this particular air unit. So I guess this Il-76 just does kind of a gun run. Let's go for it. T-90's on the way. We've got that Ante on the way. And I think this is some sort of MLRS system, if I'm not mistaken. There we go, man. Look at that. Soviets pushing through with tanks. I like it. Got to push through with our T-92. And it looks like our infantry, our allies, I should say, are also sending in Spetsnaz. We've got these 2 infantry units, which we could make of use. Oh, interesting. Oh, no. So that's just the air crew. I'm still not sure what that thing does then. Okay. Bit of a waste of cash. My bad. Again, we're still learning. We're still learning. Nice. Look at that, guys. A is slowly but surely being taken. And yes, I am going to send in the air unit. Unfortunately, our T-90 got struck by a longbow helicopter. Man, they don't mess around. Okay, look at that. Enemy pushing through here. That was actually really good timing by them. Right when we were focused elsewhere. Love to bring in another coronet, but not sure we can do it in time. I'm gonna try to get right there. Onto the actual airfield, proper. Come on, baby, get in there, Skrzhet. Oh, man. I hope the guys can get some shots. But it's looking rough for that area. I'm going to have to reassign the tank for sure. Go straight for I. Allies pushing forward as well. I'd even send in an attack chopper if I had the funds for it. All right, we still got these 2 infantry. But yeah, pushing through is going to be tough. If our ally attacks with tanks here, we stand a chance at maybe re-staffing that location. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm going for it. And I think our ally knows we're going for it too, as they are pushing in here. No, we needed some anti-air, man. Oh, that's not good. We're gonna have to get everybody into that building. And we'll have to make it on foot. Okay, maybe not. Heading in with the Skrzhet. And I'm heading in on foot with this infantry unit. I'm loving the back and forth, though. It is really enjoyable, man. All right, we're going to have to send this Skrzhet into that building. Where are you going? No! Let's get closer. Same with the coordinates. Here we go. Fighting to retain our territory. I love it. So I'm really just putting all of my points into this. A is still being fought over, but again, there's not too much we can do for A at this exact moment. In fact, it looks like the NATO forces are going straight for it right now. But we are retaking this area here. So that's got to count for something. I'm going to get that infantry unit into that vehicle. These guys are going to unload right into that building, and hopefully they can stay put. But I'm going to try to send the vehicle over here, back up the road. Oh boy, it is. I think we did the on-foot motor Strelski again. Major infantry push there by the enemy. I hope we can get there in time. Oh, man. Going for the same building as our ally is. Let's do it. Return fire. They're doing everything they can to destroy this building. They've already damaged, of course, some of our men inside. That was fast, man. Love how realistic the casualty counts are. Because, you know, this would be quick. This would be very, very quick. In an attack like that. Yeah, I reckon we should send another Kamaz over. Oh boy. Yep, they definitely took this location. Ally is sending his men there. I'm going to send my men there as well. Unfortunately, we're going to have to drop some of them early. And we'll try to send some of them up here, but without being spotted by the tank. Gonna have to do a little bit of micromanaging, of course. Let's get our men into the hangar. Here we go. Might as well take that building. Let's see if there are any other points that our allies are fighting over. No, it seems to be pretty stable right now. The front line does seem to be stabilized. I feel like almost keeping these guys here right now. Looks like our allies bringing in a bunch of trucks, but I'm not sure that they can make much of a difference in this part of the battle. I'll put that infantry a little farther forward. And we can still try to push for this location, but as you can see, there's a lot of NATO movement here. They're likely to spot us. Looks like we've spotted them too. They moved their resources up here. Make it easier for them to move in men. I haven't messed around with that yet, personally. But I'm going to send some additional men in there just to make sure they can't make a push. Look at that. We've got to push. Holy hell, that was a nice explosion. Not sure who shot that off, but nicely done. Got to load that weapon quickly. Actually going to move the Motor Strelski into this location. Looks like we took care of the tanks. Because the Motor Strelski do have RPG 28s. I believe it's a disposable RPG. I did my best. I tried to get the infantry there, but I don't think it's going to work. And that is going to be a GG. I hope you guys enjoyed my first match in Broken Arrow Man multiplayer match. I loved it. What a fun experience. It seems a little more laid back than something like Warno. It's fast, but it's usually fast on engagement, which I like. Instead of being like fast on just sending out units, it's fast on that engagement level. So there we go. A minor defeat. I will take it, man. I actually wasn't the lowest score, so I'm happy. Not bad. And it looks like there's also a little ranking system, so that's pretty cool too. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this and you want to see some more Broken Arrow matches, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.